Guys, girls, gamers, everyone, it's me, GenuineParts, and we are back in If My Heart Had Wings. We just gave Asa and Yoru their new room, while the glider is stored away safely and hidden somewhere else. And so let's see what happens next. So she doesn't like me, huh? Let's do our best from tomorrow, okay?
Hi!
Hi. Extend the little wings, we fly in the sky highly. Yep. Mini chapter title, I guess.
Yahoo! あかりちゃんこんにちは、かなこさん。やけにご機嫌ね。ちょっとね、うちの寮に新しい子が来たんだけどさ。例の水瀬葵が寮母を務めているという不純な寮に
Dormitory of Impurity。
そうそう、そのいかがわしい寮にすんごい可愛い子なんだけどさ、うまくなじめないみたいで心配してたんだよ。でもやっと打ち解けてきたみたいで。あなたって案外面倒見がいいのね。そっちはどうなの？生徒会気合い入れてやってるみたいだけど。問題は多いけど一つずつ解消していってるわ。中でも一番厄介なのがソアリング部？そうよ。まったく、望月先輩が引退なさったんだから他のこと始めればいいものを。そんなこと言って結構応援してるくせに。してません。私はいつだって公正なだけです。先生はちっとも公正じゃないのにね。でさ、その新しい子もスワリング部に噂をすれば。はーい、あさちゃん。あ、かなこさん、こんにちは。どうも。何してんの？葵先輩たちを探してるんです。部活のことでお話があって。葵先輩？部活？そっかそっか。頑張りなよ。はい、それじゃ。
You're just pose.
かなこさんって綺麗だよね。そう？水準以上だとは思うけど。かわいいでしょ。ねえ、かなこさん、あの二人ってまさか。
Are you asking if they're twins?
そう。今年入った風戸姉妹。理事長の孫だっけ？
She is the puppet master.
やっぱり水瀬葵ね。飛岡先生と対立しているからって理事長を味方につける気ね。
That's awesome.
いやー、ないない。やはり抜け目がないわ、あの男。
Why would she tell her that? It's like she is the puppet master. She is pulling all the strings. Oh my god.
なんで急に抱きつくの？
Holy shit.
葵くんのことになると熱くなるあかりちゃんが可愛かったものでつい。何よそれ。いいから話しなさい。
Awesome.
やだもー。このセクハ
That
ラ女。
face was awesome. At lunchtime, as I was eating my lunch, Asa came into the classroom. Katori and Agea were with the girls, while I was eating with some of the boys I get along with. Boys suddenly got excited when they saw Asa.
誰だあの可愛い子。またお前の知り合いか。
Of course, you can see that. If she wasn't, she wouldn't start calling my name all of a sudden.
どういうことだよ。なんでお前ばっか。
For the time of being, I push past all those annoying guys, then go over to Asa, who's waiting at the door. Hey Asa, what's up?
えっと
She starts blushing and... Oh, she's bowing. She blushes as she starts to realize that the older students are looking at her.
今日の部活のことでどうかしたの？
Katori calls out from her seat.
あ、小鳥先輩、アゲハ先輩、こんにちは。
Hello. She politely bows her head to them.
そんなとこいないで、こっちおいでよ。
Agea beckons her over and Asa fearfully steps into the classroom. She's nervous about going into the classroom of older students. Which I understand, I would be too.
失礼します。
And of course, she does not go alone. Yoru appeared from behind the door and followed Asa just like a shadow. Speaking of which, was Yoru there before? Whatever they do, wherever they go, they're always together. Now it's the group of girls' turn to make a fuss.
双子なの？かわいい。ねえねえ、誰なの？どういう知り合い？ふふふ。この子は私たちの後輩よ。
Katori seems to be boasting, almost as if to say, I'm the one raised them. Even though she only met them recently, and particularly doesn't get along with 50% of them.
はじめまして、風と朝です。
Once again, Asa bows politely and introduces herself. She's quite shy, but she does those kind of things properly. On the contrary, her sister... With a sullen attitude, she looks away with a look of complete disinterest on her face. In other words, this had nothing to do with her.
小鳥のとこの寮生なんだけどね。今はソアリング同好会のメンバーでもあるの。
Asa blushes in embarrassment as Agea introduces her as a member. The girls call out, she's so cute, when they see the mannerisms. They certainly are cute.
ねえ、お弁当もう食べた？いえ、まだです。これからヨルちゃんと一緒に食べようと思って。
She showed a lunchbox that she had brought, her bento, that she had brought with her.
じゃあ、一緒に食べましょうよ。ね、決まり？
Katori forcefully makes their decision for her. Asa is alright with it, but...
ヨルちゃんも一緒にどう？別に構いませんけど。
I guess, yeah. Harry accepted the offer too with a reluctant expression. A group of girls became noisy and excited to see the pretty twins who were just like a pair of dolls.
ちくしょう、みなせのやつ。
They don't like me. Correction, the boys were the same. You mind if you leave first?
何？葵くんも一緒に食べる？
No, it's okay. Asa came here because she had something to talk about.
そうだった。ごめんなさい。私そっかしくて。今日の部活ってあそこでするんですよね。
And she means over there, she means the secret base that she told us about a few days ago.
そのつもりよ。
The leader answers.
じゃあこれ。
Asa handed Kotori a key.
合鍵作ってもらったから。勝手に出入りしちゃっていいの？
As expected, even Kotori has her reservations.
はい、構いません。おじいちゃんの許可ももらってます。ありがとう、朝。
Well, she doesn't look happy about it. After school, we moved the glider to the new base. We took the necessary tools with us and made the preparations that would allow us to start working.
なんだか秘密基地みたいだね。
That expression fits it perfectly.
子供の頃に戻ったみたい。なんか燃えるわ。
Said Agea in a good mood as she got to work. It's true, this place feels a lot like the secret base we had made when we were little kids. The stock, constructed from steel, is just how we picture the secret base back then. Instead of a spaceship or a robot, there's a glider. This is our secret weapon.
Oh, なんかやる気出てきた
I can hear that.
すごい埃全然掃除とかしてなかったのでこりゃ手こずりそうねまずは埃を払ってそれから拭き掃除して
In this room, the cleaning was already underway. There's electricity, and if we cleaned it, we'd be able to stay here overnight. I might go back to the dormitory and get the vacuum cleaner.
そうした方がいいかも
Katori answers as she winches from dust going into her face. What's Yoro doing today? I was under the impression that the Kasato sisters were always together, but today Yoro isn't here.
今日は用事があるとかで
She's not ratting us out, is she? Could it be that she's angry? It seems she was against you letting us use this place. Yeah. As Asa's expression darkened, a short tone came from her cell phone. It was a text.
ヨルちゃんからだお前の大切なものをいただいた回答 Y より画像が添付されてるなんだろう
Taking an interest, Katori and I take a look at her phone.
何これなんかしましま模様が
Oh, it's an underpants, isn't it? It's underpants. I don't know. At first we couldn't tell what it was a picture of. There was something that looked like human skin on a triangular fabric and something stripy. And I called it. I called it again. Yep. You should be blushing right about now.
これ私のお気に入りのしましまパンツ
What? They were pink stripy panties, but it seems like Yuri was wearing them and had lifted up her skirt to take the picture. In other words, this was a view of underneath your skirt. Because it's currently topical, there was a 17-year-old boy who was like indicted by the police and like he was tried as an adult because he had pictures, naked pictures of himself on his phone when he was 16, so the police arrested him. What the fuck? Where, you know, America, I don't get it. I really don't get you guys. I have no clue how you could turn out the way. Violence? Yeah, violence, alright! But, like, as soon as anything, like, pictures of yourself? What? What? Where is the common sense in that whole thing? Why did no one say, guys, that doesn't make sense. He's probably seen himself naked in a mirror, and if he has naked pictures of himself, why does it bother us? Just on the topic, because that picture would land you in jail in America. Sorry. America, I know there's great people there. There's probably tons of people with common sense, but no one was in this trial. Asa went stiff as a board as she looked at the screen. Well, I'm glad not Aoi went stiff as a board, if you know what I mean. Another text came. Does it get to you? If this makes you mad, you should remember not to ignore your little sister. Why the teeth?
あの子、天才じゃなくてバカだよね。
Yep. Katori, you are not far off, I guess. She's crying again. As usual, Asa is frozen to the spot. It seems she's in deep shock that her precious Pantys had been stolen. What can we say to console her at a time like this? Don't worry, there are other Pantys in the sea. Totally powerless, all we could do was pat her on the shoulder. She stole her Pantys. Well, at least it's not big drama. Still affected by this incident, we managed to finish the cleaning in half a day. It's quite tidy now, isn't it?
そうね。寝袋とかあればここで寝られそう。
We can't just throw things away, so it's still quite jumbled, but cleaner than before. I'm not going back and take panties.
ケーキ出しなさい、朝。パンツなら今度私がもっといいのを選んであげる
That's
から。
not a conversation I should be part of. La la la, I'm going to the glider hall.
そうじゃなくて、いや、それもあるけど、葵先輩にパンツ見られたことが悲しいんです。もう嫁に行けないかも。
Okay. What? Really? Anyway, that's too much hassle to get involved with, so I pretend not to hear as I put down the photo frame. This should be okay here. I put the photo frame on the desk, which stands at about waist height. I brought this from the dormitory along with the vacuum cleaner.
いいんじゃない？部屋のどこからでも見えるし。
Well, we definitely need to take a new one with the new member.
気合入るよね。あまね先輩に見られてるかと思うと。
We can't let down our past selves or Amane. These are the feelings we had up until now. On that day, one thing ended, but it was also the start of something new. Asa seemed quite a bit down when she came over to take a look at the picture of all of us. She was the only one not there.
一緒に撮ろうね。記念写真。私たちのグライダーが飛んだら。はい。そうだ。飛んだ時だけじゃなくてさ、普段から撮っておきましょうよ。私たちの活動の記録ってことで。
Yeah, that sounds good. Something we can leave behind for our successors, so they can see what kind of things we did.
後輩たち？
This is a club, isn't it? We'll leave it behind for generations to come.
そっか。そんなこと考えたことなかったわ。
What? Even though we have a new member? In the same way that we inherited the glider from Amane, I thought we'd be leaving behind for the ones who were looking up at the clouds with the same feelings we had. Maybe it's still too early to be thinking about that. And it was fun to think about that kind of future.
ごめんなさい、怪盗 Y 様。もう二度と夜ちゃんをないがしろにはいたしません。大切なものを奪われる気持ちが少しは分かったかしら。はい。これに懲りたら妹にもっと優しくするのだ。それ以上に男の人にパンツを見られる恥ずかしさを学びました。え？男の人にパンツ？さっきの写真？一緒に葵先輩がいたから。私が履いてたところ？
I hear wheels turning in her head, and I think in like one click it will fall into place.
夜ちゃんが履いてたところ、私のパンツ。
Okay.
葵先輩に見られちゃった。
In the next click it will fall into place. There it is. There it is. That's the payoff. Since moving our base of operations to the secret base on Windmill Hill, our club activities were getting more serious. Until now we'd be working underground and we couldn't achieve anything that stood out that much, so now it was our chance to work out. First thing of us to do was to work on the repairs to the damaged aircraft.
ガラスマットが含んだ空気をハケで押し出すようにして樹脂を塗るの。こうでしょうか。塗りすぎ。もっと少しずつでいいから。 このくらいですか？まだ多い。FRP は樹脂の割合が多いと強度が弱くなるの。じゃあこのくらい？少なすぎ。難しいです。
In the corner of the dock, Katori is teaching Asa the process for making things from FRP. The same way as one last year ago when Agea taught Katori when they're making a dish from FRP.
そうそう、その調子よ。で、なるべく手早くね。なるべく手早く。こぼした。流れてる流れてる。どうしよう。
Asa knocked over the bucket filled with resin.
もう何やってんのよ。ああ、これじゃもう使えないわね。ごめんなさい。
Asa seems disheartened as she apologizes. However, Agea doesn't go easy on her.
いい？ここにある資材には限りがあるの。足りなくなったらグライダーを作れなくなっちゃう。技術はおいおい身につければいいけど、資材や道具は大切にしないとね。はい。
It felt like Agea was saying, if you understand, then that's alright. Then she came back over towards me. Agea and I were repairing the damaged part of the aircraft. FRP repairs are carried out in much the same way as when joining the parts that have been built separately. We attach the glass mat to the back of the damaged part, spread the resin to laminate it. Once it's dry, we sand it and paint it again, and then it's finished. It's pretty easy. The problem is that when we reinforce the damaged areas, the FRP becomes thicker, which increases the weight. Of course, it's a problem if it becomes heavy, but in the case of a glider, the balance of the aircraft might also get messed up.
右翼の損傷箇所はここだけ？
Yeah, next is the body.
よし、今日中に全部終わらせよう。
These are the cracks that we haven't been able to fix for a year. We wanted to do it so we'd be able to fly again soon.
また失敗しちゃった。
Asa let out a sigh as she cleaned up the resin that she had spilled. It was spilled on the floor, so it can't be used again due to impurities being mixed in with it. But because they are using it to make a dish as practice, it can still be used for that. As Agea said, there's a limit to our materials, so when we run out, we don't have the funds to be able to replenish them easily.
空気を押し出すように。何ですか、小鳥先輩。ちょっと思い出してたのよ。私もね、あなたみたいな時期があったわ。
Okay, and with that, I think we'll end this episode. I thank you so much for watching. It was a pleasure to have you here. I wish you all the best. See you. Bye.